In example 5, they're asking us to do the problems that we've been working with backwards. Typically, the questions we've been working with is they're giving us a quadratic function and they're asking us to find some characteristics and put it onto a graph. In this particular question, they're giving us some of those characteristics and asking us to make an equation. So, if we remember, a quadratic function that we've been working with for months now is ax squared plus bx plus c. They're asking us to take the information that they're going to give us and find out what the a, b, and c value are supposed to be. They tell us that we have a vertex at 2, -4. Remember, 2, -4 is a coordinate, so 2 would be our x coordinate and -4 would be our y coordinate. We also know that when it comes to a vertex, this first value came from the formula -b over 2a. We're going to use that to help us find what our values are supposed to be. They also let us know that we have a y-intercept of 4. Remember, our y-intercept is also our c value. So we have one number found. We know our c value is going to be 4. Now we just have to work to find our a and our b. So the first step we're going to do is use that value of 2 from our vertex and the equation we know to find the vertex and find some values. So if we know -b over 2a is going to give us the value of 2, we're going to use this equation, work our way backwards, and find something to plug in for b. So if I want to get the b value by itself, this right here, the first thing I would do is multiply both sides by 2a, undoing that division. So we would have -b equals 4a. Last step would be to divide both sides by -1, giving us b equals -4a. Now that's not a perfect answer, it's not our final answer, but it does give us something to plug in for b. So if we use our original equation, we're going to plug in for the pieces that we do know, and we're going to solve for the pieces that we don't. So if this is our original equation, we don't know what a is, so we're going to leave a on its own. We know what an x is, so we know our x is a value of 2 that came from our vertex. We know our b is going to be our -4a, again, using the 2 for our x value. We know that our c value is going to be a 4, and then the last piece is we know this is all going to equal -4, because if we were to plug all this into the equation, that value is going to come out for that y value. So now we just have to solve for the last variable we have left, and that's the a. So the first thing we want to do is simplify everything down and start combining like terms. So in this first piece here, we have 2 squared times a. 2 squared is 4, giving us a 4a. In our second piece here, we have -4 times 2, giving us a -8a. +4 stays the same, and then equal -4 stays the same. So using this to combine some like terms, 4a minus 8a gives us a -4a plus 4 equals -4. If we move the +4 by subtracting on both sides, we get -4a equals -8. Divide both sides by -4, we get a equals 2. So originally we already know our c value. We started that from the beginning. We just plugged in what we knew to solve for a. The only piece we have left is to solve for b. So we're going to take this value for a, plug it into this equation right here to find our missing piece. So if we know that b equals -4 times a, we're going to replace that a value with the 2 we just found to find that b equals -8. So we have an a value of 2, a b value of -8, c value of 4, making our final equation. Remember, we're writing it in the standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. So we would have 2x squared minus 8x plus 4. Final answer.